Okay, we're back. We're going to do a Bowman feature on the larger cards of Bowman. So we'll start at 1953 and we'll finish with 1955 when they quit making cards until 89. So the 52 and prior, those are all extremely small cards, and we'll do some kind of feature on them some other time. Okay, so there's not a ton of these, but there's a lot of, it's pretty much all Hall of Famers. So, of course, we're starting with the great Mickey Mantle. We'll look at the back. Basically talks about he's taken over for DiMaggio. Very cool card. And here's another one from the 53 set. It's Yogi Berra, Hank Bauer, and of course Mickey Mantle there. Card high in demand. Very pricey, very cool. There's Roy Campanella. Awesome card. Okay, this card really doesn't fit, but I know this guy. I met him, Don Lenhart. I met him in 1979 when I started my first job. He was born right outside of St. Louis in Alton, Illinois, and he was retired. He was working like part-time for the Boston Red Sox at the time, but where I was working at a condominium complex in St. Louis, he lived there, and kind of made friends with him and talked to him quite a bit. He said that, it's in the baseball encyclopedia or baseball reference, I think you'll see it, but his nickname was Footsie. I used to know what it meant, but I forgot. But anyway, pretty cool that I knew him at one point. Lou Boudreau, Hall of Famer. He is actually he's deceased, obviously. These are old cards. He was the father-in-law to Denny McLain. Denny married his daughter. Joe Garagiola. There he is with the Pirates. He was originally drafted by the Cardinals, and the Cardinals made the big mistake of drafting, or signing, I shouldn't say drafting, there was no draft back then. They signed him instead of signing Yogi Berra, who was available. There he is, born in St. Louis, born on February 12th, 26. Grew up in a section called The Hill, famous for Italian food. And there's Marty Marion of the St. Louis Browns. That was the last year of the Browns. They ended up moving to Baltimore. St. Louis had two teams. Manager of the Browns, longtime shortstop. There was Red Chandies in one of his tours with the Cardinals. Very cool card. Sam Jethro of the Braves, one of the first African American players. Okay, that's it for 53. I don't have a whole lot from there. We'll go on to 54. Start out, of course, with Mickey Mantle. Great card. And go to Willie Mays. These are all awesome. I wish I had more, but I just don't. Robin Roberts. Harvey Keene. Hoyt Wilhelm. Hall of Fame. Red Shandy's Hall of Fame. Of course, he went by Al. That was his real name. Wouldn't even go on by Red back then. Johnny Pesky. He was in the Boston organization for a while, and of course won the foul pole in Boston in the Fenway Park is named after him. Roy Smalley, good ball player. His son, Roy Smalley Jr., played in the big leagues, 70s and some in the 80s. Was a good ball player, had some pop to his bat. Used to get his card a lot as a kid. Gil Hodges, great card. He'll be in the Hall of Fame someday. Don Newcomb. Eddie Matthews. And I had Don Lenhart again. My friend from St. Louis. Let's see what this card says. Nothing about his nickname. Oh well. That's the only reason why I bought it, because I knew him. Junior Gilliam. And the great Roy Campanella. Okay, that concludes the 54 Bowman. Now we'll go to 55. Okay, these are horizontal cards with the TV screen. Start out with Mickey Mantle. Yeah, there's a crease in the middle, unfortunately. So expensive to get in good shape. Hank Aaron. Awesome card. Okay. This is Tom Alston of the Cardinals. He, St. Louis was one of the last teams to integrate, and Tom was the first African-American player to play for the Cardinals, and he had a lot of troubles and didn't end up playing very long and died very young. It's a tragic story. It's on the internet. It's not a good story, but it's a good card. It's one of the higher numbered cards. It's a good card to have, not an easy card to get. G. Ashburn. Here's a high numbered card. A very cool card of Ernie Banks. Very high in demand. I'm not sure the amount of cards. This was either a short print or it was, I don't have the set number in front of me here, but I know this is either a short print or a high number because it's extremely pricey. Yogi Berra. Roy Campanella. There's a great one. Bob Feller. Could throw hard. Hardest thrower of his time. Gil Hodges. Brooklyn Dodger first base. And Elston Howard of the Yankees. That is his rookie. Is it a high number? No. Not a high number, but it is his rookie card. There's another one of George Kell, Hall of Famer. There's a great card of Willie Mays. Awesome. Love that card. Dodger pitcher Don Newcomb. Hall of Famer Phil Rizzuto. Longtime Yankee, time announcer. Red Shandies, the Cardinals. Early Win, Hall of Famer, 300 wins. Cool card. And Don Zimmer. Good card. Brooklyn Dodgers. Of course, he's famous for many years in the Boston organization, managing, and then doing some coaching with the Yankees under Torre. Okay, that concludes the 53 to 55 Bowman, and we will continue this. I'm not sure what I'm going to do next, but please like the video, subscribe, and make a comment if you want me to feature any other sets or stars, or see if I have a card to show. But thanks for watching, and we'll get you on next time around. Bye.